We're going to be led with by Roberta Williams, and our invocation will be with Pat Riley, and Kevin Hale will introduce our speaker. Okay.
Okay, so a little background on Home on the Range, since we're learning about American music. The music for Home on the Range was composed by Daniel E. Kelly, and the lyrics were written by Dr. Brewster M. Higley. According to the records, Higley, a Kansas homesteader and physician, wrote the poem My Western Home around 1871 to 1873 while living in Smith County, Kansas. The poem became the original lyrics of the song. Kelly, a friend of Higley and a member of the Harlan Brothers Orchestra, set the poem to music on his guitar shortly afterward. The song first appeared in print in the Smith County Pioneer newspaper in 1873. Kelly's arrangement gave the poem its familiar melody, and the piece later became known as Home on the Range. It was officially adopted as the state song of Kansas in 1947, and is widely regarded as the unofficial anthem of the American West. The poem has 8 stanzas. You will be happy to know we are not singing all 8 verses. We're going to do it karaoke, and the last I knew we're doing 2 verses. So I believe we're doing 2. Is that right, Gary?
Yes.
Okay, so Gary's gonna get us up for our karaoke.
Ready? And our Kiwanis pledge. As our country's flag signifies purity, valor, and justice, may we as true Kiwanians exemplify these virtues as we serve the children of the world. Please remain standing.
Dear Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for everything that you've done for us, and help us to be better at serving the children in Decatur and Macon County and the world as we try to do things in the way that we should as Kiwanians and just as general citizens of our community. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Good morning, Golden County. Before I begin, if you are a former DPS 61 employee or a present DPS 61 employee, would you please stand? I want to say thank you for your service and thank you for being here today. All right, it's my great honor to introduce Dr. Nicole Nash Moody. I'm going to be honest with you, a school board member has really very few official duties, but one of the most important of them was hiring a superintendent. Well, when they threw me into the ocean, I had to swim and I had to hire the wonderful woman to my left. And going into it, there were 5 tenets that I was looking at when I interviewed each candidate that I held to. Okay. The first one was, are they qualified? Dr. Moody has served over in Springfield as one of the assistant superintendents. She's worked for the Illinois State Board of Education and is eminently qualified for what she's about to lead us on. I wanted to make sure she had a connection, or somebody that was coming to Decatur understood our culture and understood what we were about and had a connection. Well, these are her words. My maternal grandmother was actually from Decatur, so I'm blessed. Someone said, but it's true that I'm coming home. When I heard those words, I was like, I think I found the right lady. I wanted someone that was going to put their skin in the game. Her wonderful children, guess where they go to school? DPS 61. I was proud that she brought her family here. She didn't play a shell game and kept her husband in Springfield, and the kids went there, and she bought a house here and lived here and tried to usurp the rules. She did not. She came here to get in the fight and to get under the hood and help fix the car with us. I also wanted someone that was going to chart a new road, somebody that was going to be different. There are many educators in this room. Remember when they told us that we were supposed to teach the test and nothing else? Dr. Moody wasn't about that. She's about improving test scores by improving culture. She said that in an interview, and she said that in interviews after she was hired. There were many of our fellow educators who were told that we had to pick students in between the top scores and the bottom and try and save them and forget all the kids that were below. Dr. Moody's about saving everybody. And the last thing I'll leave you with before I let this wonderful leader come up and speak to you today is, I wanted somebody that was different. I've worked for the same for a long time. I wanted somebody that was different. I don't know if you remember this, Dr. Moody, but in an interview, your second, I asked you a question that went off script. I asked you, do you know about the Mississippi Miracle? And you can put it in your phones if you want to. Mississippi went from 48th in the nation to 7th by doing one simple thing, reading. And I asked her about it. You know what she said to me? Do you remember what you said, Dr. Moody?
I said, I don't know.
She said, I don't know, but I'll go look. And I thought, after all the made-up, contrived, canned answers I heard in all the interviews, she told me the truth. And she was willing to get in the mud and go learn about it. Go study about it. Go try and understand it. An educator being an educator, what a novel idea. So ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, I give you Dr. Nicole Nash Moody. Please give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Kevin. I'd like to be formal and call him Mr. Hill, but he doesn't like me to do that, so I won't. And we built a strong relationship over a short amount of time, and we walked some things even this last week that have been hard, yet we're continuing to walk together. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me. I have heard about your group and have never had the opportunity to actually be in your midst that I recall. So thank you, and I honor not only our former educators, but current educators, our team that are here with us, and just all those that have a heart for children. And I'm learning all of the projects that you all are connected with, not only in our city, but across the world. And I appreciate that. And I am administrator now, yet that title doesn't really mean anything. I'm a teacher. That's all I wanted to do since I was a little girl, with my Cabbage Patch dolls and my Barbie dolls all lined up. Teaching and using my school work and making my sister come to our bedroom, which was our classroom. That's all I've ever wanted to do. And so I work to inspire that hope of education. Education really is the great equalizer. That's not just a quote. It's something I believe with my whole heart. It's something that my family, you can change the side. I'll kind of just roll. I may just talk, but I will see. We're in a Christian organization, but I'll just say we'll see where the Spirit leads. But I was born and raised in Springfield by two amazing individuals that believed in the power of education. And so I'm on a mission to make that reality true for every child. And not only for every child, but for every family. It's not fair that everybody doesn't get to love and be a part of a high quality education. And so that's my job. I was in the school this morning and they introduced me to a classroom and a bold sixth grader raised her hand and said, "What does a superintendent do?" And I'm like, that's a great question. And basically what it is just making sure our schools and our district are in a good place and even a better place day by day by day. And I've got lots of folks that help me do that. And as Kevin said, and I'm kind of going through my slides, but it's true that I have been serious about education, like I said, since I was a little girl. Like I was ready to go in kindergarten. I was ready to go. And then as I became a professional first grade teacher, then assistant principal and principal, and as he said, I worked for a stint at the state board as the assistant to the state superintendent for a little bit, but I missed schools, so I went right back to the schools and became an assistant principal and principal, and still loved education. There are few days that I actually go to work. I still say, even though we're in the office, that I go to school. I wake up and that's just my brain. Like it's time to go to school. And I've gotten a couple of degrees. I may have one more in me, I'm not sure. But I've got 3 high schoolers that are going to be going to college, so we're going to share that money with them and give that to their education first. But what am I saying? I love to learn. And so I am a grad of Illinois State, so our Illinois State in alum in the room, hey. I live by their motto, I should say our motto, and we know it was the Teachers College first, and that motto is gladly we learn, gladly we teach. And so I do that with joy. Are there hard days? Yes, but I do that with joy. So I want to share a little bit about our vision for the district this year. And as the Board of Education were interviewing me, and now that I've been hired, people ask me, what is my vision? And I think I disappoint some, because I say I don't have my own vision. I studied the district, what was going well, some things that, excuse me, on the analysis through roadmap that the community said that we needed to work on. And I was intrigued by what we have here and also what we can become. So that is the vision. So I caught the vision when I studied the district, and now our team together is, we are on a journey together. Our theme this year is Roadmap to Excellence. So we are honoring all the great work and those that taught and were administrators way before we even thought about it. Some of us weren't even born yet, and you have started the work here, so I always respect the ancestors, our ancestors that have passed, as well as our living ancestors who are in this room, because I know I don't stand here without you. Our team does not sit here without you and the road that you've paved. And so we don't take for granted the work that you do for our children. It's needed, and maybe everyone doesn't recognize it, or you come and meet weekly and put your heads together and say, what else can we do? All of your time, all of your energy is appreciated. So I'll talk a little bit about where we are on our journey to excellence. I said I'm a teacher. I can't give it up. So any space I'm in, and even at home, My husband has to remind me you're not at school because I'm always teaching, but before that, always showing up as a learner. So as Kevin said, and as you prepare for interviews, I researched questions and stood in the mirror and wrote my questions down and rehearsed, just because that's just getting ready for excellence. That's what you do. And I had heard of the Mississippi plan, but had not put two and two together. I had been in a couple meetings about it, and I said, you know what, I don't know. But I got in my car, and I got on my cell phone. I was like, oh yeah, that's the plan, Mississippi, when they were increasing reading and partnering with families. And so the reason why I bring that up is because our first stop is learning, that we continue to learn, and I know you as an organization are committed to that learning path, and it's not just for our children. I challenge our adults, our leaders, particularly our head leaders, to think about what's in it for you this year. What are you going to learn? How are you going to grow? And so when we're those lead learners, when we're committed to learning and growing, that achievement will happen for our students. You can go to the next slide. And I think I might have passed my family up. Can you go back to the, yeah, so I talked about this, but I wanted to recognize my family, and you maybe can't make out all of their faces, but I come to you with my husband, Jason, and our 6 children. We have elementary, middle school, and high school children, and they, I'll say, weren't as excited as I was to get the job, just because, particularly my middle school kids, my elementary boys, wherever mom's at, that's just golden, and that makes my heart happy. Yet, as I take this step, I know that it's a step that my whole family is taking, so I also am looking after them and their care as they make new friends, as they come into a new community. And actually this past week has been good. The first days were hard. they were trying to make friends, but the upbeat in the car is a little different, and they've got connected with some friends and started to understand what their teachers' expectations are. So, as I said, I've been serious about education, and I've been a professional that has reached for excellence all throughout, yet it's more than professional for me now, it's personal. As I think about what my children need, all 6 of my children have different needs, from a child coming, several of mine in gifted education and honor programming, to highly intelligent and high functioning twin boys who will be 6 in a couple of weeks that are living with autism. And so I'm challenging our system already to think about what their needs are, to think about how we're supporting their needs, to think about what's not going to work. And so when I say that, I'm not just saying that for my children, I'm advocating for all children, and doing that in positive ways, yet being very, very adamant about what all of our children deserve, and that's, as I said, a high quality education, and to be in spaces with their peers. And we call that in education now inclusion, we call it mainstreaming, but what it means is that all of our children at some point in their day or their life experience, when they're ready for it, and we're getting our adults ready for it, they deserve to be in general education. All of our children are general education students that have special needs. We're learning to rephrase our language instead of calling them special education students. That's not who they are. First of all, as I introduce the teachers to my children, particularly my youngest, they're Jacob and Joshua. They're people first, they're humans first. And so as a leader, I'm learning that firsthand as a mama, what that means, and then also holding those high expectations for our staff, which they will reach. I visited schools every day over the last couple of weeks. Haven't been to all of the schools yet, but we have amazing professionals. And when I see smiles on their faces, clearly there are challenges, yet smiles on their faces, walking and talking to the administrators in the hallways, as my team has heard me say, and I mean it, I'm already a proud superintendent. To be in those spaces, to know, because the hardest job ever will be, and you'll hear me say it 5,000 times and more, being in the classroom. And so when I go into some spaces and I see those eyes, I kind of get a little close and say, hey, how can I help? Or just kind of sit with the one that might be a little busy because I haven't forgotten, and so that's what keeps me close to education. And you can advance. So we talked about that one. We'll keep going. So you heard me mention, and you've heard on the radio and the newspaper about our journey toward excellence, with particularly Roadmap 2030. And you've been in the community longer than me, so you know the road that we are on with looking at how we're continuing to build upon the greatness to improve our Decatur public schools. And so that's what Roadmap is about, and we're on the journey. We've actually completed our first 2 phases of really visioning. So like I said, I didn't need my own vision. The vision has been cast. We're on a mission for high quality education for all of our students, for them to feel and be in warm and welcoming environments that support them and their families. And so we have 5 what we call strategic goals. And our very first one starts with improving student achievement. Yeah, we don't start exactly right there. Like, yes, we teach reading, yes, we teach writing, yes, we teach math, yet we think about the spaces that our students are in, the spaces that our adults are in, that we're creating effective learning environments. So that's part of our roadmap as well, looking at our facilities, looking at our buildings, seeing how can we improve these learning spaces so that all of our children, all of our adults have the most optimal learning spaces. And with that will come some decisions as far as some spaces that we might have to redesign, some spaces that might have to consolidate, some spaces that might have to close. We do have a community forum that will continue as a part of our roadmap work, so you all are welcome to be a part of that process. And even though you may not have school-age kids, you have grandchildren or great-grandchildren, or your children or grandchildren teacher work in the system. So I know you're invested because you care about our children, and so we want you as a part of that process. And so also, we're about, and Mr. Hill, Kevin, talked about my focus on culture. And that starts with the adults. So yes, we're focused on kids. We love kids and care about kids, but as a superintendent, and our role as district leaders is really about the adults. Making sure that the adults are cared for, making sure the adults have what they need in order to work and live in excellence, and that they enjoy coming to work. Because guess what? When they don't enjoy coming to work, when they don't see it's a place, where they want to be, that makes it kind of tough on our children. And so we are the ones that are not only responsible, but we look forward to, thank you, we look forward to supporting our adults so that they have what they need, so that we have what they need. Because guess what? We all need support. I need support too. So I told our team I appreciate them being here. They have lots of things that I'm expecting them to accomplish. Yet we are one team. Like you see that label, and that's true. And that's one of the things that drew me to the district too. Because I came from Springfield, that is my home and very much a family, and so I'm connected to so many people there, and I wanted to have the same thing here, and I'm starting to experience that already, that sense of belonging, and not only with staff, with families as well. When I don't walk into the store with my badge, and some people are starting to recognize my face and kind of look at me, and I would just say, "Hi, I'm Nicole Moody." They're like, "I thought you looked familiar." So I'm a Walmart shopper, so you'll see me there often. If you're Walmart, we have Walmart friends and Target friends, but I'm a Walmart shopper for sure. And so one thing that is beneficial to me of being a older mom of young kids is that I can directly connect with our families. And so when I think about, now sometimes I'm real tired being almost 50 with little five-year-olds, yet it's a blessing, because I can relate to families at a different level than sometimes some of my other colleagues that have sat in this seat, because I'm walking some of the same path. So one of our strategic goals is about our family and our community partnerships and that engagement. And that's looked a little different since COVID. And so we're trying to make those connections again with you, with our community, our family. We've always known that we can't do it by ourselves. We just really can't. Not to say that we've ever tried, but we're thinking and trying to figure out new and innovative ways for us to connect with our families and with our community, and for us being very specific about what our needs are. So Kevin just whispered over and said, hey, this is a group that can help. Let us know what you need. And so guess what? We will. Particularly because of that fifth goal that you see on that right-hand side, ensure fiscal stewardship. And we had a board meeting last night, and our chief operational officers here, and we are coming into some very tight financial times. We had some money from the federal government called ESSER funds after COVID to help with some of the relief and coming back to school, yet those funds are gone. And so we're in a position where we're having to tighten our belts a little bit and trim some costs, particularly with materials, trying not to get close to staffing in the classrooms right now. Yet we have, and you'll hear us say it, but it is very true, we have some hard financial decisions. The tentative budget was just proposed to the board last night, a tentative budget that is a deficit budget. So that is a reality for us, and we'll be putting our heads together to figure out what we can do to help trim some costs, but we will need your support. We'll need community partners and friends that are willing to come and partner with us as we look at continuing to not only maintain the education that we have here, but also as we are on that roadmap to excellence, continue to build high quality programs, and that takes money. So that is our last strategic goal. Next slide. I have asthma and I was doing just fine, but then but this is a high allergy day because my boys do too, and we had a bit of some situations where it's all with this morning, meaning coughs and inhalers and all that kind of thing. So let's end with this. This is a concept that I've been studying for a couple of years now. I went to a workshop. My former superintendent said, hey, do you want to go to this? And I looked at it and said, hope, and I was like, well, yeah, put me in the midst of that. And so it was a day-long workshop, and they actually have sessions and researchers that actually research hope. And hope is not just a wish. Some people say, oh yeah, it's great, hope for a great future, hope you have a great day, hope things are well. Yet, it's our mission to inspire hope across our whole district. And we are leading with hope this year. Hope for us is essential. And all that we're looking out and setting out to do, the vision with Roadmap 2030, our vision with increasing student achievement, our vision with improving our cultures and sense of belonging within not only our school district, but just within our Decatur community, we know that hope is essential. Even in hard times, we continue to press. As leaders, we continue to persevere. And actually, hope is not just a wish, it's actually a science. You can go to the next slide. There's a researcher by the name, his name is Dr. Shane Lopez. And he says, and this is research, so he studied this over many different states and even internationally now, that hope is the leading indicator for success in relationships and academics, career, and business. And for what we all want, a healthier and a happier life. So yes, we're about education, yet in the end of the day, we all want to enjoy life. Life is short, life is hard, there's a lot of things going on, and we want to enjoy our days, and so that's the hope that we bring to our district, that's the hope that we bring to our staff, to our children, to our families, that we are in this and can do this together. So we met with all of our Decatur public school staff. Our board was there to support us, and actually I'm in here, you can go back to the board slide because I don't want to forget those that support me and hide me. But we are leading with hope, and so when I got the call from Mr. Clevenger that they wanted to invite me here This was part of my last interview. I led with the vision of hope. So if anything is a vision, I don't have a vision about strategic goals of my own because we have those, yet I'm a leader leading with hope. And I appreciate the Board of Education that has given me this opportunity. I appreciate our team. I can't say it enough that sometimes when I'm driving in or thinking at night, oh, how are we gonna do this or that, and I was like, well, wait, I'll just get with the team and it'll all be fine. And it really always is. Like when we sit down, we're like, hey, do you have a minute to talk about this? And we're like, oh boy, what's gonna go on with that? And then we sit down and we figure it out. Like that's just what we do. And a researcher by the name of John Hattie has done several, what they call meta-analysis, several studies, and has found that they call it the we factor, we, W-E, is that when we collectively believe in the skills and the knowledge of our group or the individuals that are working together, that synergy brings power and actually catapults us to get toward our goals. So that we are leading with that hope, with that sense of what we call collective educator efficacy, the belief that we can do it, and we're hoping to inspire that hope in our staff, our children, and our families. And thank you for being a part of that hope. Your heart for children gives me hope, gives us hope today. Thank you all very much for having us. Thank you.
Dr. Moody, we would like to thank you and recognize you for being here today with the Golden Kiwanis Certificate of Appreciation.
Thank you.
Please take that. And there are leaders all around this city that have these in their car consoles and on their desks. It is the Golden K Kiwanis pen.
All
We
right.
give it to you. Hope you put it on your desk.
Thank you.
Chairman, any questions? Got time for questions?
Dr. Moody, would you be kind enough to introduce the people that are at the table as your advocates, friends, staff,
Yes.
board members?
Yes, and I'm one about allowing individuals to put their voices in the air, so I'm actually having them stand and introduce themselves. Let's start here with, go ahead, Dr. Corey Monson, and we'll go around. Thank you for asking us.
Yes. Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Nicole Mawson. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning. Thank you for having us.
Good morning, Ashley Greydon. I'm the Executive Director of Strategic Planning and Innovative Programs.
Good morning, my name is Tom Osborne. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Decatur Public Schools.
Good morning, my name is Maurice Payne. I am a Director of IT for Decatur Public Schools.
Good morning. My name is Kayla McCreary. I'm the School Health Administrator for Decatur Public Schools. I'm a nurse. You need anything nursing, come to me. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jay Marino, Executive Director of Systems Alignment and Continuous Improvement. I co-facilitate strategic planning with Ashley Grainer.
Good morning. My name is Eldon Kahn. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Support Services. So I oversee student services, health services, IT, and research.
Good morning, my name is Danielle Lusby. I'm the Director of Student Services for Decatur Public Schools.
Thank you. Any other questions? I thought I saw a hand up here.
I had the same question.
Oh, okay. Great minds. Any other questions? Sir?
Yes, well, first of all, welcome to Decatur.
Thank you.
But about maybe a month or so ago, we had a presentation by the international teachers that are here, and we were very impressed by them. But just interested in your thoughts, the initial thoughts or otherwise, about the role for international teachers in either District 61 or otherwise.
I believe the international teachers being here creates a wonderful opportunity not only to increase our staffing, which is necessary, but to increase our global mindset in thinking about our, not only education, education, but just our relationship with each other and the diversity that we all bring. So as I've been visiting schools and meeting our teachers, and particularly during New Educator Week, having the opportunity to connect with them, to hear where they're from, like thinking about not only for our kids, but for us that maybe would not have had another opportunity to connect with someone from around the world. We have that opportunity right home, here at home in Decatur. So there's definitely, there's teaching and learning benefit, but just personal and cultural growth that we're all experiencing and benefiting from.
Our taxes are due September 1st, I think. And with the school district being the leading consumer of tax money, I just wanted to inspire you to live up to our great hopes and expectations that we'll get a lot of bang for our buck.
Yes, sir. We received that, and Mr. Osborne and I have been on that track to focus on how we're being fiscally responsible in partnership with the board, with the resources that were provided from our community, and then how we can align those resources so that we are being very wise in how we're spending them. Any other questions or comments? Thank you all.
Good morning, all. Okay, we definitely have a word for you this morning. Lugubrious. Pardon? Gloomy. Well, that's pretty good. That's you're pretty close to the sad and mournful, so that's probably all fit together. So yeah, come on up and we're gonna spin the wheel. And we've got some new prizes this morning. Coming up. Spin the wheel here. We're getting there. All right. Okay. Number four. This is a mug that we brought back from the conference. It says, "We build." All right, attendance this morning, Linda?
We have 42 members present, 9 guests, and 1 speaker for a total of 52. And while I have the microphone, I can make a little announcement. We were made aware this morning that one of the men that works here at the Salvation Army has some issues in the family, but anyway, he and his family were brought here from the Salvation Army in Colorado. His oldest daughter just tried to commit suicide by hanging herself, and she is in the hospital. She's brain dead over in Springfield. On top of that, the storm that blew through 2 days ago, a tree fell on their house. So Chauncey and some of the men here have been going over there and clearing all that up and fixing the windows. He has 2 smaller children, is financially really desperate, and they're taking up donations. There is a little jar over there by the donuts. If any of you feel inclined, there's no pressure, but we said that we would put it out. If you want to make a donation, they would really appreciate it. So thank you. And I explained to them we all do so much and as much as we can, that It may not be a lot of money, but whatever we give will help. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. All right, Dan? Oh, Roberta, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, health report. I have two things to mention today. I did put a couple cards out today for Marcia and for Jackie. Marcia has been moved to Lincoln Memorial Hospital. I think it would be great if we could kind of card shower her. I put her address over there also. I don't want her to think she's been forgotten. She's been gone for a long time, been going through a lot, so anything we can do to help her out is great. Jackie, who was here with a boot last week, is having surgery on her ankle today and is going to be not able to put any weight on it for quite a while. So we probably won't be seeing her for quite a while either. So there are cards out for both of them, and if you, for Jackie, I'm just sending it to her house at this point. I don't know anything else different, but for Marcia, there's a new address there if you're interested. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Boy, those two both have some tough times. All right, Kevin, birthdays and anniversaries.
All right, birthdays and anniversaries from the 23rd to the 29th. Birthdays, we have one. On the 29th, Donna Dash, a wonderful lady. Let's sing. Anniversaries, August is great for anniversaries. On the 23rd, Marty and Roberta Williams. It'll be 51 years. On the 24th, Jan and John Allen. It'll be 52 years, 53 years, yeah, 52 years. On the 24th, also, Lori and Jane Brown. It'll be 35 years. On the 27th, Donna and Dee Whitaker. It'll be 59 years. On the 28th, Linda and Rich Thomas. It'll be 51 years. 56 years, I'm sorry. Let's sing. Still chase women, but only to ask them if they've seen my glasses.
Okay. Now, Dan.
Okay, I've got a sign-up sheet over here for flu and COVID shots. I'm not waiting to hear from the health department when the actual date's going to be. It'll be coming up, but hopefully in a couple weeks. So if you want to sign up, put your wife, in-laws, outlaws, anybody else that wants to come to sign up for it. Sign-up sheet over here, and I'll have the date next week, hopefully.
Okay. And Mark?
Okay, thank you, Dick. Well, it's time for our Peanut Day fundraiser coming up September 18th and 19th. And so we have up on the board, it's 2 days, 18th and 19th. We'll be one big team with one big impact to collect money for the kids of Decatur and Macon County. We ask you to be there, be proud, and be Golden K. We've got 11 locations. Gary, can you go back one? I'm sorry. 11 locations. We'll have 10 each day, 10 on Friday and 10 on Saturday. There'll be 2-hour shifts, and that's a total of 76 hours each day. So looking forward to everybody helping on that. You can go ahead, Gary. We'll have a list of our locations. We'll have 2 at Walmart North, 2 at Walmart East, Casey's Route 48 South, Casey's Mound Road. Farm and Fleet is a new one for this year, so excited to be working with them. We'll have Circle K in South Shores, Casey's Long Creek, Route 36, that's a new one. Looking forward to working with them. Billingsley out at Mount Zion, and then Circle K on Mound in Woodford. So that's our locations. There's our team that helped bring in the 300 boxes of peanuts from Sam's Club. So they got them back there in the back room, so we'll be ready to give those out.
Is that room locked?
No. I'm actually sleeping there every night, so we are safe. Can we go back one? I just want to show everybody again who helped. Thank you to Kevin Hale and Kevin Cleary. Thank you very much for your truck coming out to Sam's and bringing the boxes in. And thanks to Marty and Roberta Williams and Pat Riley. Also, Harold Dosman was there, and our picture taker, Joel. So thank you to all you for getting our peanuts from Sam's Club down to here. Okay, ready for the last slide? Okay, and we've been sending, this year we're sending our letters out. We're not going to ask anybody to have to go out and take the envelopes to the location. So I think we have well over 300 letters sent out. So those are starting to hit. And so your volunteering at Peanuts Days will help support our local kids. Now, Bob's world famous signs are back here. So we have sign up is starting today. So sign up early if you want to get your location. So it's right back here. Next week we'll have the order forms to give out to everybody. And so I want you to start thinking about how you can donate yourself and get peanuts, or if you can also get some of your friends to also donate. So I think we're all set to go, and I'll be gone next week. Bob will be here. He'll work with you on getting out the order forms and signing up. So any questions, please let us know. Thank you.
Kevin, it was our understanding that you were going to provide security for the peanut room. Is that true? You volunteered to do that?
No.
All right. We did have a couple things that came out of the board meeting the other day that probably we should share with you. One is that we are looking at a fundraiser of selling some Christmas decorations, and we'll be deciding more about that in terms of what they might be and prices and so forth, but we wanted to let you know that that's a possibility coming up, and should work pretty well. It's something that some of our people have had experience with and have recommended to us. Secondly, there was a decision made that, and this initially was a suggestion that came out of International, but that we faced potential liability concerns if a child in any way was hurt or molested or anything like that, if we had not required all of our people to have background checks. And so we've kind of made it up to this point, we've encouraged, but now it's a situation because of liability that we are going to need to have it done. But we do reimburse for that, so it doesn't cost you anything. But if you haven't had it done, you're going to need to get it done. So we wanted to make you aware of that, since that's a new position that has been voluntary up to this point. Any questions?
Dick, is that only for people that are going to be actually working with children?
For everybody.
Everybody, okay.
Everybody. I'm sorry, what? Linda?
I'll be quick. I talked about this when we had the youth protection training, but now it is required. And what I will do shortly is send an email invitation to you. It has all the information on it. It's easy. It takes about 10 minutes. You will need a credit card. You don't need to worry about your ID number. They already know you by your email address. When you fill it out, the next thing you will get is information that it has been filled out. And then you will get a notice, an email notice, if you pass the background check. If you did not, I want to tell you, any results of the background check is confidential between you and Safe Hiring Solutions. I do not get any information. If you do not pass it, that is not passed along from me, but you will not be able to work with children. So once you get the email that you passed your background check, I get one too, so that's no problem. If you want to be reimbursed, I can tell John, yes, you can be reimbursed $35. It's good for 2 years, and as you get close to yours expiring, I will send you another invitation so that you can renew your background check. If you don't want to be reimbursed, that's fine, but that's how it works, and if you have any more questions, you can ask me. Thank you.
All right, and I think you understand what I said. And the reason for requiring everyone is using the example of the kite day. Let's assume that there was a person there who had not had a background check and did not intend on doing anything with kids, but was there as an observer. But in the midst of all the activity and the needs of kids, was drawn into helping a student, you know, just because they were there and could provide help. That in that kind of situation, by requiring it, that person would be covered. Okay, so that's, I think, the reason that we're looking at having everybody, you know, have this kind of protection, and the club having this kind of protection. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, folks, for announcements, I only have one, and that is we have a budget meeting after our regular meeting today for about 20 minutes or so. So don't forget that. We're ready for the 50-50.
Hey, Tom. I think, Tom, back here, I think there's some people who have announcements to make that we haven't gotten to. Cheryl, Kathy Seebach, myself, my car.
No, they weren't on my list.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Well, let's start with Cheryl here, huh?
All right. Sorry, Cheryl.
That's quite all right. I just want to let you know that I was a delegate to the convention, and I'm finally getting around to telling you what I did. We met the candidates. Tracy Armstrong was governor, and Mr. Fike, she was from Kiwanis Club of Quincy, and the district governor-elect Robert Bob France, he was from the club of Bloomingdale Roseville. And at the delegate convention, we heard from Tracy Armstrong and Bob France, and the election, there were no changes to the bylaws and no dues increase. We also heard from the Kiwanis Neuroscience Foundation, and as we all know, it is solely funded by the Kiwanis. And I went to membership, and one of the things for the membership tips were getting corporate sponsors. And also they said we need to tell people what Kiwanis is and how can they get involved. And also I went to the value of membership. And one of the things that we talked about was leadership development and what members want to do. We need to poll our members to see what we want to do as a club. And new blood brings new ideas. And growth helps our leadership. And next year, if anybody would want to go, the Kiwanis Convention is June 16th to 19th in Dallas, Texas. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah.
Over on the table is a sign-up sheet for dinner that will be delivered to the Carriage House on September the 13th, which is the second Sunday of the month. And I look forward to having anybody that can help with that. Thank you.
Okay, the breakfast we hold with the Elks Club, which is a full breakfast. It's just not pancakes. It's a full breakfast buffet. $7. I'm going to need about 6 volunteers to help bus tables, pour coffee. The big question mark is what the date is. Our initial date was September 26th. And for some reason, I don't know if they pulled a switch or if they just had a mistake in their last newsletter, but they have us down for August 28th. My car and I are working with the Elks to try to get them to confirm what our actual date is. I guarantee I will have the date next Wednesday. It's a great deal. It's the easiest $500 we can make as a fundraiser. And I just think we need to support it by going out and eating breakfast. And anybody goes out to eat breakfast now, go to Cracker Barrel and try to get a full breakfast for $7. So it's a great deal. It's a pleasant experience. And hopefully I'll be able to nail down when exactly the date is. So thank you very much. Please think about it.
Okay, thank you, Kyle.
Mike says he doesn't need it. I think that's it, unless somebody else has something.
Okay, anyone else have an announcement? Okay, as I said before, then we have a budget meeting after this meeting, and we're ready for the 50-50.
Okay, today we took in $73 in donations and ticket sales, $36 to admin, $37 to the pot, which does bring our pot to $300. So we will have a winner today. First number drawn, last 3 numbers are 494.
Jack of Hearts.
Next number, last 3 numbers, 472.
472.
That's me.
Okay. Rick.
8 of hearts.
8 of hearts. No. Next.
Four, 3, 1.
Pat Riley.
All right. Pat Riley. Way to go, Pat.
Joe, we're trying to run you back and forth as much as we can. Get your steps in. The Queen of Hearts, Pat Riley.
Okay, so how much you put in?
Are you buying lunch? I'll stick around.
So Sally, what was the pot then? How much did that?
300. All
$300, oh wow. Okay. Pat, I'll escort you out then after the meeting. All right, okay, Happy Jug, who's happy? Okay, John.
I'm happy that Dr. Moody and her entourage of 9 came today.
Yeah.
And I'd like to recognize especially Ashley Grainid, who was our guest speaker back in January to talk to us about the Prep Academy. And I would mention that her daughter last year was the recipient of the Peacemaker Award. I had one more daughter because my picture was in the paper.
I've got $5 here for the 59 years of our happy anniversary.
I have $1 is going to cover a lot of things. One is for the speaker, and as a retired teacher and a current volunteer at Franklin Grove, I appreciate anything you are doing to help the district. I'm in there all the time. And also, I went and picked up books from Sunshine Teacher Supply for our little library. They called me and said, or texted me and said, we have books for you. And I said, oh, okay, I'll be right out. I have 7 boxes and 1 large tub of books to go to our little free library. And they also said to me, take whatever you want for your kinders. So I do kindergarten tutoring. So I took 160 books for my kindergartners. So we need to thank Sunshine. I give those books to the kids and they love it. Wait, I'm not done. I have $5 for our anniversary.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Roberta.
Hey, I'm putting $30 in the Happy Jug, and I'm giving 50 to the scholarship fund.
Whoa, very good. Thank you, Pat.
It looked like it gave the $50 to me. Huh? We'll see if it makes it.
I'm putting in $1 for my birthday and 1 for my sister. She's 2 years and 2 days older than I am. She's much older than I am.
Kevin?
I'm putting $5 in the jar for the DPS 61 DLT team. I'm very proud of them, and I will leave you with this one thought: table to the bold goes the gold.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Okay, Kathy?
As a former DPS employee for 34 years, I was very appreciative of you coming today, and I wish you the best and for a great year coming up. Thank you. And $5 for my members.
Wow. A lot of happy people.
As a former administrator and teacher in District 61, it makes me very happy to not know anyone up there except Maurice and Ashley, which means I've been retired 16 years, and baby, it feels good.
Okay. Kathy.
Thank you for our speaker, and glad you came today, and welcome to Decatur, and for everyone on your team, and it's nice to see Ashley again. Bye-bye.
I have $1 for the team from Decatur School District. They came out today. That's 10 cents a piece.
10 cents, okay.
Thank you. And also have $1 for Bob. Wonderful vocabulary. And Rich Wessel, who I forgot what I was going to say about
Okay. Okay, anyone else? All right, we got a lot of happy people today. Okay, our storyteller today is John Dunn.
At 2 in the morning, the phone rang at the governor's mansion. A sleepy aide picked up the phone And it was a local lawyer who insisted he knew it was so late that he had to talk to the governor at once. The aide tried to talk to him and waiting into the morning. But the attorney said it was a matter of utmost urgency and he couldn't wait. With great reluctance, they awoke the sleeping governor. He grumbled and picked up the phone. What is it? Judge Cassidy just died, announced the attorney, and I want to take his place. The sleeping governor shot back, it's okay with me. It was okay with the undertaker.
Okay, John. Thank you for that. Okay, next week we're going to have our very own Dick Virgin. He's going to talk about medical aid in dying. What does Illinois law allow? So, it'll be very interesting. We are Golden K Kiwanis. We enjoy changing the world for the better by serving children and others. We're on time and under budget. We are adjourned.